Witam w 7. odcinku Disco Elysium. Lecimy dalej. Skończyliśmy na ogarnianiu ciała. Mamy jeszcze otworzyć pojemnik te śmieci, przesłuchać przedstawicielkę, szefa związku, no i polową sekcję zwłok. No, generalnie będzie tego wypełnienia formularza, zrobić swoją broń. Kto zawiadomił Morę o przestępstwie? Co tego jeszcze nie wiemy. Tatuaże. Znajdź swoją odznakę, dobrze. Gdzie jest reszta pancerza? O, spytaj kuna rzucającego kamieniami w dzieci, jaka co wie. Dobrze, zapytajmy się go o co wie.
Fuck does Kuno care? Shitload pig. Don't tell the pig shit.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions.
Real cop questions, jak policjant.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fucking got one big thing wrong with him.
Przejebany mota.
Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means no. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker came around talking about cows.
Co tego chuja ze związku?
Came around pretending like he cares about cows.
Krowojewcy ze związku przy raz tutaj wieprzył, co się dało, że jego krowa
So yeah, he's the one you wanna talk to. He's fucking crazy
ma
about
szajbę
that
na
armor
punkcie
shit.
tego
Coming
pancerza.
here pretending like he likes
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah,
Mówi.
Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day.
Robi to z litości.
Seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sir.
Dobra, wiesz kim on był?
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing
Dobra,
into the
czyli nie
popo
wie
horn.
kto to jest.
Probably
Jak on-
climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't
The city's too large for him to have left. But he wasn't here either. So where was he?
Told you, pig bacon. Kuno doesn't do regional. Kuno's been to fucking Mesk. Or, I don't know. Some other place.
Nocnym mieście.
There is no night city anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno... Don't tell him that, Kuno! It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's city.
Buduje miasto.
The city of...
I ono nie jest beznadziejne. To
That's
jest
the name
nazwane
of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off...
miasto. Miasto. Naprawdę, odpaliłem grę przed chwilą i już logika, nie sposób dojść, o co tu chodzi, przynajmniej na razie. Czy to ważne? W każdym razie później, teraz skup się na sprawie. Chciałeś kogoś podejrzanego? Parę świn. Według kogo to zajebiście podejrzane.
Yeah, you tell the fact...
Mało razy całego świata. Łapiąc się za głowę, bo zaczęła go boleć. Niesamowite.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder?
Królestwo, Kuno. Kuno tutaj kurwa rządzi. O Jezus Maria.
You
O.
Lieutenant Hum.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
I stawiać cierpliwość Kuno na próbę. Ale w ogóle, że on mówi tutaj, że o Kuno, że o sobie mówi cały czas. Niesamowite.
get lost.
Często się tu bawicie.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno. Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno.
Idziesz ku na śmierci.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's
Nie jest jebane. Jezu. To jest po prostu komedia rozmawiać z tym dzieciakiem. Kim coś zapisuje.
don't know. Keep that gardener used to work there.
Kiptowa
Gypt
granica.
is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie Uppergite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Erie Uppergites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat. So
Se
she took off.
poszła.
Kuno can take it. Shit, nothing. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit.
Okej.
Her.
Mówi o niej.
What was she
Łatwiej.
doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
No właśnie.
Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds.
Może. Powinienem o nią spytać.
Seems suspicious.
Nie lubisz podejrzanych rzeczy.
Suspicious.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig. Yes, absolutely.
Chuj, wiedziałem, że
Why
to
the
jest
fuck are you
Kuno.
telling this shit to Kuno?
A,
Yeah,
dobra.
whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Kim jest Kuno?
pig.
Kuno to Kuno.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kids use it.
Perspektywę trzeciej osoby jako swoistą tarczę.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit.
Smart shit.
Fuck shit at Kuno. Trying to get Kuno.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help!
Help! He's got the.
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of him.
Co? Straciłem przez to morale?
You.
Pierdolisz. Że straciłem przez to morale. Przywrócono morale.
Kuno, we alright? You wanna get fucked again?
A, bo tutaj sobie można kliknąć. Dobra, ja myślałem, że to ten... Że to z ładunki... Okej, teraz wiem, jak sobie morale naprawić. To tam mogłem skorzystać z tego. No dobra, jebać. Dowiedziałem się to, co chciałem tak naprawdę. Udaj się do portu, spytaj wesołego Meska o pancerz. No i zapytać się tej ogrodniczki i co ona od Janie Pawlała. Jeszcze pójdę po ten klucz. Fajny. Tutaj mogę się jakoś dostać? Ja nie wiem, jak się tam dostać. No dobra. Najpierw zapytam się jej w takim razie. Zanim tam wrócę.
Hello again, officer. How are things? Well, this might be the last snow we get. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the...
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
O, 92%, no musi to wyjść.
Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see?
Plac?
That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
No, of course not. I don't understand. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kid. He's always giving me trouble. Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job.
Nie da się pomóc.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
Yes, I'm tired.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
An autopsy? Wow. Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Okej. O, kozak, zręczne palce +1. Na rękawiczki, przyprawiać po... No, znajdź. Znajdź rękawiczki. Opcjonalne. No i wykonane. I teraz wiemy, że ona nas obserwuje. No i swoje możliwe... na temat swojej broni, dobra. Miałem iść... wrócić się, tak. Tak jest. I jeszcze w ogóle jak tutaj wracałem drugi raz, po tym jak mi morale się rozwaliły, nie wiedziałem, że można je sobie odnowić klikając. Ten jebany plus. Już tak chuj w to tak naprawdę teraz. O, ktoś nowy. Jego wcześniej nie było. To jest coś nowego. Dobra, ale najpierw o, jest otwarte. No tak, bo tutaj były te.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it.
Thank you for clearing the debt.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That.
I thought as much. And are you?
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
The sądy, okej.
What do you need?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Dobra, nara. Mamy klucze. Pogadajmy z tym chłopem. Tu jakiś chłop se przyszedł. Aha. Po prostu se gada. Dobra, a tu jest jakiś chłop z buteleczki. Pracownik portowy. Fine.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache
Ciało jako
medicine.
narzędzie, obudź go.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo.
72%.
John.
Gdzieś tabletki? Co za tabletki? Czekaj. No, jest teraz leku na ból głowy, który potem z ręki. Kurwa! Dobra, chuj.
Your fingers
Tak
find their
jest.
way into the shackle. Flick. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it. No, he's looking the other way. Perhaps
Może specjalnie.
purposefully. You
Pewnie
slip the
wykonuje.
plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Just for the record,
Kozak.
you look nothing like the man on the document.
Wziąć... Nie no, nie będę go okradał z
The
pieniędzy.
sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent.
Dobra. Tych na...
Yes?
Dobra, tu się nic nowego nie dowiem. Przedmioty. Mam teraz kartę wstępu pracownika. Dobrze, w takim razie idźmy na tyły, otworzyć śmietnik. Sen przywracawczości, zdrowie i morale. Czemu mam tylko jedne morale? Jak mnie to denerwuje. Czuję się tak bardzo podejmować jakiekolwiek decyzje. To jest tak... niebezpieczne w pewien sposób. Jest to...
This trash can with a well
Tak
oiled
jest.
crack. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. The
What?
smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Delicious.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Bo coś tu mam. Awans. Mam punkcik. Na co sobie dać? Dużo rzeczy jest fajnych. Turki, encyklopedia, logika, konceptualizacja. Retoryka. Przekonywanie. Zero na przekonywanie. Wow. Półmroczność. Chemia, druk bólu. Mogę też myśl sobie odblokować. Znaczy miejsce. Dobra. Na razie zajmiemy się tym. Spójrz pod kartonowe pudełko.
Milk An egg rest with one broke. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
Nurku.
Searching for evidence.
Za
Box
nurku, wiem.
falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta
Nic
packages.
ciekawego.
Threadbare kitchen towels. Something catches your eye. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool.
The victim's clothes? Cadaver in odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, drop them in here, officer. Eight are marked blue jeans. Pockets.
Kieszenie puste, zostały opróżnione, nosił je z paskiem i to szerokim.
The bat is missing.
Brakuje paska.
That's it.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
All right. We should go to Galt again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or...
Dobra, może dzieciaki wiedzą.
What about kids?
See?
No dobra.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was
Okej.
locked, and this establishment had the key. It's just a...
the lieutenant nods. It's
Resztki
just
jedzenia.
organic waste. Cold. What's this?
A to co?
A
Co?
big piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard.
Wkładka do pisania.
Plastic clipboard.
Plastikowa
with moist
podkładka.
papers hanging from it.
Wilgotne?
They look badly
O,
damaged.
cholera.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the
Jest! Moje dokumenty!
You even got an
Ooh.
autopsy form. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
Wolałbym o tym nie rozumieć. Kubek,
You
kubek.
pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sense.
Weź kubek. Sam
The
kubek.
container sounds a muffled gong.
Dobra, mamy tam wszystko. Elegancko.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all. You said you didn't want to talk about the ledger. However, now that you have it back, it would not hurt to...
Cena bez kitu. Co stoi ubrania w silniku? Spytaj Kuna, spytaj Greata. Okej. O, wspaniale. Interakcja. Kubek i moje dokumenty.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board.
Piękny widok uzupełnia aromat z środka. Czyszczenia
The
pisuaru.
sad display is made complete by the faint. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it
Papier toaletowego albo chusteczka, nie papier toaletowy. Czepił się te liścianki.
It's a metaphor. Thank you for the locked ledger. Spelling it out for us.
Dziękujemy zamkniętym notatniku, że powiedziałeś to na głos. Spójrz na
Just
papier
toilet
toaletowy.
paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet,
Odczepna.
the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All
Spójrz na
an
zacisk.
aluminium block runs the
Aluminiowy.
width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Okej. Mogę się tylko zapytać.
That thing, it's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
To halogenowy. Zwodnak wodny. Używamy go do umieszczenia dodatkowych informacji na przedmiotach należących do wody. Jak
Any
to
capable
znaczy?
light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp,
Okay.
an station number and address. The
Dane.
information varies by date of issue.
Okay.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand.
Białe
They're not
dokumenty.
exactly white. They're
Nie są do
yellow
końca białe.
by sunlight
Pożółkłe od
and
słońca,
alcohol,
alkoholu,
and covered in dense
smugi,
blue
albo
handwriting.
pokryty niebieskim,
Ink
coś tam, coś.
escapes into water.
Dobra.
Once in a while, there's a
Kilka
red
stron
stamp
widzisz czerwoną
that
pieczę napisane
explains
akta sprawy udokumentować. Akt tych jest niemało. Doliczysz do ponad 100 przemkniętych, poniesionych, strzępianych stronic, które sypują ci się w rękę. Wydają się dość uporządkowane i zapisane wyjątkowo zwartym, acz mocno nieczitelnym pismem.
work,
O
strike,
pracy, o trudzie, o biedzie, o dzielnicy i czarnok.
These are handwritten logs of investigations.
Z połowy marca próbowałeś rozwiązać średnio 2 sprawy na tydzień. Dwie sprawy na tydzień? Może być. Policzę stronę. Masz dokładnie jedną sprawę. No dokładnie jedną sprawę,
There
15
is
stron, blisko końca
precisely
lista.
one. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Udokumentuj żywę z długopisu, który dała ci Lena.
The tasks you've completed flow out of
Z
the
małpiego
kind
długopisu.
pen
Dopiero
in a
myślałem,
brash
charakterem
freehand
pisma,
similar to the
podobny
rest
do
of
tego,
the
jak to
letters.
zapisane.
Inspect get the book, interview the cap. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Wersja nie była, tak.
A satisfying slash sounds across the page. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality.
No, actually. Any ideas?
Wisielec. Dla furii lustro to dom. Zachodzące słońce gówno dotyka. Właściwie to mi nic nie przychodzi do głowy. Wisielec.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The hanged... I'm going to start calling it the hanged man. It's good we sorted this out.
The
Tylko
note
tyle.
is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of
Coś
cardboard.
było na
Everything,
konwencji
yes.
razem.
It appears you employ a, shall we say,
Spójny lecz literacki system przy każdym śledztwie zapisujesz na marginesie liczby. No
has no
okej.
title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from Snoop. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next
Mural nowego
World
świata, inne morderstwa z kwadratowymi kulami, jeszcze inne sprawa, nie do rozwiązania.
Others appear more like
Faceci na kanapie w nieodrzekiwanym miejscu, czy morderstwo w palarni fajek
murder
wodnych.
at the Uka parlor. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system. In addition to, it's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity.
Nie wspominaj o tym. Wspomnę.
In your defense, I seem to have named one
Człowiek z
man
dziurą
with
w
a
głowie.
hole in his head. That was a real person. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head.
Kot Fedor przyjął głowę to wypadek przy pracy.
Huh? Two complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs
Okay.
of dozens of investigations.
Dobra.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance
Mogę
yourself
teraz
from the
czytać jak
smelly
to
papers.
spraw. Logika.
They're a little further from your nose now. Yes, you can piece them together using
Tak jest, skorzystając z tego. Zawsze zaczyna się od HDB 41. Potem jest tytuł, na przykład HBD 41120117.00 Mola Nowego Świata. Miało być kolejności funkcjonariusz komisaria.
Why yes, your precinct number is every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files.
Inicjały HDB.
HDB. are your initials.
Hornus Depi Berneger, Hram Darian. O jest.
I got nothing here either.
Rokulka nie jest najlepszym partnerem do tej rozmowy.
To have this conversation with
Ale masz te kamienie do
but it's the one
dyspozycji,
you've
przykro.
got. So sorry.
Ile czasu zajmiesz za nie jednym
It
z tych
takes
spraw?
about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised.
O, pół godziny, od której zacząć. Zacznijmy od muralu Nowego
This one
Świata.
is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito,
Graffito.
nay,
Nie
a
mural.
mural, appears on an
Mural.
8-story tenement overlooking cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. Two silhouettes
Okay.
what true love is possible only in the next world. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2
Okay,
days,
czy jakiś
stations
mural.
the graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock,
Czy jakiś mural.
plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of a staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world. For New
Sam
York,
tylko zliczyć razy dziennie.
it is too late for us.
Wydaje mi się, że...
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
O, cholera. No to lecimy. Uszkodzony notatnik.
AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage
Oh.
is accursed. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's
That
just
is
what the only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street.
Co robi Leslie? Czekaj, to
On the
gdzieś tu
corner
było.
of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Leslie obnaża się w miejscu
Good.
publicznym.
You're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke
Obydwa
breaking
są
things.
pijani.
He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. In the process, the ledger sustains
Notatnik
damage.
ulega uszkodzeniu.
The
Wewnętrzny przyrodka związane dokumenty, które mogą wzmocnić ulega zniszczeniu.
You stop your assault on the now unconscious. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come
Przyrodka
around.
dokumenty jest otwarty, dzięki temu przywróciłeś się
Open.
biedakowi
You
w
smashed
kolano.
it open on poor Burke. Can't get
Stanie
out
już
of his
chodzić.
apartment. An invalid. With Burke to tend to, which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. It would
Morderstwo z
be
kwadratowymi
very interesting to
kolanami.
read about these, wouldn't it?
Kwadratowy
There
otwór
seems to be
lotowy.
That's all you got. From the half
Tylko
hour
tyle.
you spent piecing it together, all you know is
Seryjny morderca.
one day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
Kwadratowa spływa. Kanapa waniczek w
Some
nieoczekiwanym
assholes
miejscu.
brought their couch outside
Wyniosły kanapę na
and
zewnątrz
hung
i
out on
na
it
niej
in
przesiadywały
the
w
middle
środku
of the
ulicy,
street,
na
on the
dachu,
roof,
na zboczu wzgórza,
on
przy
the
autostradzie.
hillside by the motorway.
Nieoczekiwanych
You
miejsc.
know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst.
Młodzież jest
So
najgorsza.
anyway, You got a complaint about the dam. They were leaving it out in all
Zostawili
these
ją w
unexpected
każdej z tych
whimsical
nieoczekiwanych
locations.
spontanicznych miejsc,
They took it
które ją
to,
zabierali.
where they also took photos of
Teraz pili
themselves,
kawę.
cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid cows.
Złapałem w ogóle ich?
You
Nie.
didn't have time for that.
Mhm.
These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have
To
time
jest
to be
w palarni
chasing down
fajek wodnych.
murder. Tum tum tum.
Tada.
Was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is
Który
now
nie
dead.
żyje.
Of circumstances beaten to death by a
Zabity,
strong boss
pobity
gang
w
members.
śmierć przez
His
gang.
partner JM, only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented. Joseph Mills
Dobra,
was on this
morderstwo.
case that he just
Józef
couldn't
Mills
solve.
pracował nad sprawą,
Was
której nie był w
doomed
stanie
to
rozwiązać. Mówi, że
Said
to
it
nie
was a
wiadomo, że
real
to zagryzienie.
nutcracker, a real brain twister. Was on it for, like, Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it. Racking his brains, running with every theory, as outlandish as they seemed.
Czy Joseph Mills był dobrym glinem? Nie, był beznadziejny. Oczywiście Joseph też był.
The worst jokes
O najgorsze żarty, jakie w życiu słyszałeś.
Okay,
Dobra.
so the case is handed to you because
Przekazano
Mills
mi,
isn't
bo
getting
mi
anywhere,
list do niczego
and
nie
you
był w
look
stanie
into it.
dojść.
Here's the
Młodego
setup.
człowieka
A young
znaleziono w
man's
palarni
found
fajek, no i
in a
wiesz,
hookah parlor.
tak gdzie można cały
Those
dzień
places where
wyciągać
you go
opary
and
o
smoke bubblegum flavored
gumy
vapor
do rzucia.
all day.
Da się tym naćpać?
It's soot and water vapor. It
Ale
doesn't
głupota. Nie da się tym naćpać, to
Man
co
in his
głupota.
20s found with
W każdym
his
razie
skull
znaleziono
busted
tam
open
młodego
right
mężczyznę
on the
po
floor of
20
the
z rozwaloną
bar
czaszką.
in the
No tak
middle
na
of the
podłodze
day.
lokalu białego
No
dziennika
one
tam jak...
else is in there. No one
Okej.
enters.
Nikt nie
No
wchodził
one
ani nie wychodził,
exits.
palił sobie
He's
arbuzową
just sucking his
fajkę wodną
watermelon
cały
all
ranek
morning.
i południe,
All
jak to
noon,
zwykle robił.
like he usually does.
Żadnych telefonów, nic, po prostu palił fajka. Wtedy
No
bam,
calls,
nagle na
nothing.
ziemi.
Just
Krew.
Mills has no idea.
Niewidzialne zabójstwa, nieudane rozmowy w produkcji filmu, a może zrobiła to dziewczyna, z której nic nie pasuje, upiora. Facet po prostu padł trup.
Theory. Man just
Widzisz
dropped dead.
poduszki wokół stołu, stół niski, ciężki, owocowo stuknął się, zaciągnął się fajką, stał, stracił przytomność, uderzył głowę w stół i umarł.
You can't even read the thing without solving it. It was that.
Okay.
Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom. Yeah, he liked his hookah.
Miał na imię Steven. Przez 6 godzin palił fajkę.
Didn't you hear?
Przez 6 godzin? Dobra,
Not much has
schowamy to.
changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden paper. It takes about half. Not much has
Dobra.
changed. In the meanwhile.
Żółty dokument.
You see thin, translucent
A,
copy paper.
papiery z kalką.
Some bright
Niektóre
red,
neonowo
all covered in
żółte,
boxes, like
niektóre
marching
jasno
armies.
czerwone.
These look like official
Okej, to
forms,
wydają się
waiting
urzędowe
to be filled out,
formularze.
then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The
Są
topmost
3 rodzaje
is called
formularzy.
fines.
Mandaty za
The
wykroczenia,
middle
wezwanie
are
posterunkowe, a następny formularz
And
autopsji
the
połowy.
bottommost are, you don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Trzeba być.
A
Mandat za
monetary
wykroczenia to
penalization
kara w wysokości od
ranges
20 do
from 20 to
250
250
reali.
Severe cases
Poważne
like
wykroczenie
ours
pozwalają
are
ukraść
real, but
w
that
wysokości
requires
1000.
special paperwork.
Okej.
But they appear pleasant.
Wezwanie
These are
posterunkowe
quite
mają
sinister
bardzo
in
dobry
tone.
wydźwięk.
They give a date
Wskazują
and
datę i
time for
godzinę,
the
który
person
został
to appear at the
przedstawić w
specified
wskazanym
precinct police station.
dobra.
A dozen
Autopsja
pages of
polowa.
thin paper, bright red
Wymienione rozmaite
You
bla
see
bla
the
bla bla
remnants
bla,
of a
czyli
decision.
generalnie
Yes,
papierki.
all that remains now is the rest of the stinking cellulose.
Spójrz na
It's made
podkładkę.
of dark blue plastic. hard
Ciemny,
enough to beat someone to
ciemno-niebieski
submission with.
plastik.
The edges are rounded, however.
Coś
Something rattles
jest w
inside.
środku.
Ever permeables. It's not hidden per se. The
Niestety
compartment is
uchwytałem,
made for permeable materials.
zajrzeć
The
do środka.
plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through.
Nie mogę
With
zobaczyć.
your hands, you four-sized pages and
83%.
straight to the top of the board. The
Powąchaj.
acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms. The lieutenant observes you, raising and lowering the toilet waterlogged mass.
Excuse me, I just have to ask again. How could you have let this get tossed out?
No dobra.
I'm sad to hear that. In any case, we are lucky you found it. Make sure it's all in.
Dobra.
Now, if you'll excuse me, that thing has filled me with the sudden urge to make sure mine is in perfect order.
Needless, it looks great. Unlike yours.
Wygląda świetnie. Dobra, 83% to jest bardzo dużo, więc... No.
The two sides of the board appear slightly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just... without
Otwórz.
resistance or sound. The two ticket stubs and a
2
handmade
odcinki
postcard.
biletów, ręcznie wykonana pocztówka. Co się kurwa dówku zamknij przegląd.
Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles.
Weź
Thin
kartę.
wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard.
Do kawałka tektury przyklejony został cienki woskowy papier. Kiedy bierzesz pocztówkę do ręki, wydaje się ona odgłos przypominający szelest liści. Widzisz światło, jak kwiatki rośliny wzorys na kleju. Najpierw powąchaj. Gumą do rzucia, smak moralowy.
The end of summer.
Tutti frutti. Otwórz się.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Luke, a young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and Harry. It begins.
Harry.
You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your... Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No. Hold on. To what?
Trzymaj się.
Detective, is everything alright?
Padnij na bok. Coś się stało. Coś się oddymiło. Co tu się stało?